Alright, I am in the SLK250, and I'm going to try to make this one a quick one because it looks like it's starting to having some rain head this way. But here is the interior of the vehicle. Let's see if I can pull the odometer up for you here. There we go. 18,356. Just make sure the navigation's working well. There's the nav. You got the Harman Kardon system in here. And let me see what else it has. Phone. Okay. All right. All the gauges look really good. Steering wheel looks perfect as far as the leather. Doesn't look like there's any issues other than just some dust on the top there. Dash looks exceptionally clean. And this will be my first time through the vehicle, so if there's any issues with it, I don't know about it. I'll see them when you do. And I can miss stuff, just as a disclaimer. So I try to get everything I can, but who knows? There's a little bit of dust on it because it's been a rainy week, and it tends to rain dirt in Oklahoma. And it's possible I missed a scratch on the outside, but hopefully I don't miss anything big. But, you know, keep your eyes out in the video. Make sure that there's nothing that you see that I don't mention, because it can happen, but certainly don't want it to. That door looks really good. Looks like there might be a little bit of a, well, looks like that's cleaning off actually, so never mind, just need to get that wiped down. So the door looks good. A little bit of dark spots down there from shoes, people getting in and out. Other than that, looks good. Here's the passenger seat itself. Looks good. Just a little piece of grass there. And then all this back here looks good, of course. Armrest looks good. You got your iPhone cable and auxiliary cable. I'll put the top down here in a second. This leather has a couple spots on it, but those can be cleaned off. Just a little bit of dust. Clean cigarette lighter. Buttons on the center stack look good. We just need to have somebody wipe this down before we... It's got a little bit of dust on it, but other than that, no issues. I don't see any big scratches anywhere. I don't see any, really. There's maybe a small scratch right there. Not too bad. A little bit of marking here, but it's just like a water spot. Clean off. Dash looks pretty good. I can see a little bit of a dark spot here, a little bit there, but I mean, that's being really picky. For a white lower dash, it's definitely, I've seen worse. It looks very, very good. Wheel lock kit. It's pretty much all the interior conditions. I mean, everything looks in good shape, looks like it should. The inside of the top looks great. I don't see any marks on it whatsoever. And let's do the business here before we get rained on. So top works well. Make sure the windows roll up. That they do. So that's all working very well. And I'll go ahead and put it back up so just in case. Working well. Windows all up, top's locked. Looks good. And I'll get out and do the outside. Pop the trunk here real quick. Or the hood, rather. Here's the driver's side door. Looks clean. A little bit of a dark spot here. Sure from a shoe. A couple heel marks here. Just to be expected. Kick plate looks pretty good. A little bit of small scratching right here. Big reflection on my camera screen, so not certain you can see it, but just a small scratch right there on the edge of the kick plate. And we've got some grass here on the inside. We've had the convertibles out front when it was nice. Oh, I do see some dark places down there at the bottom of the door from shoes. Just kind of something that happens on convertibles or cars that are low, hard to get out of. I'll start in the front with the engine and work our way around. Very clean. Looks like there's some small scratches right here on the headlight. Not very big. Does look like there's a bit of rubbing down here on the front splitter. And I'll put the camera underneath here in a second. Of course, I can't see underneath without getting on my belly, which I'm not gonna do, but I'll put the camera down there. Rest of the front looks pretty good. I see some small rock chips kind of throughout, but nothing really bad. And again, like I said, it's going to have some dust and water spots on it, so it's kind of hard to tell what's what. But these are rock chips here. Looks like there's another rubbing here. Alright, I'll put the camera underneath here. So it doesn't look too bad from what I can tell, which is not much. Maybe a little bit of rubbing there. Just kind of on those corners and then underneath in the middle, which is what you would expect if you do hit one of those concrete parking things. Hood looks good. A little bit of a white here. That'll come off. I don't see any major scratching or anything. Of course, it's an overcast day, very reflective, but nothing huge is popping out at me. All the glass is good, no cracks. Looks like there's another small scratch. That one's even lighter on that side. Other than that, it looks pretty good. I can't tell if those are bugs or I think maybe just a couple small tiny scratches right there. Not bad. Not bad. This is the front passenger side wheel. Looks good. Chrome here looks good. Backs of the mirrors, maybe I think those are little bug spots. Looks pretty good. Yep. A little bit of discoloration here on the this triangle front quarter piece here. Not sure what would have caused that, if that's just sun damage or what. And you got some scratching behind the handle, but that's extremely common. And you got some more of this white here on the edge of the window frame, and I don't know. It's not scratching, it's I'm trying to make sure it'll come off before I tell you it will. Not sure on that one. Just kind of right through here all the way down. I mean, from back here you can't even tell, but I mean, I can see it because I know it's there, but certainly can't from here. Until I noticed it didn't look bad. Anyway. Top looks good. I'm trying to see if I can see any. I don't see any type of hail or any kind of damage in it anywhere. Looks smooth to me. Back passenger side wheel. Looks good. Tail light looks good. Both tail lights look good. Spoiler, trunk lid look good. Here's your carpets, good as new. Oh, looks like you actually have a very temporary tire down there. And a first aid kit. I would have expected to fix a flat. Rear bumper looks good. Light scratch right here. I'm not sure if you can see it. Small scratch here. Looks like a little bit of a spot there that's been not touched up too awesome. And the glare on my camera is so bad I can't tell if it's in focus or not, but small scratch there. Scratch there. Here's another spot that's been touched up. Scratching on that corner. Let me check the other corner. Oh, that one looks good. This is the back driver's side wheel. Looks good. Okay, here on the back edge of this door, some scratching of the paint right on the edge. And more scratching behind the handle. Here looks good. And a little bit more of that white here on this side. Alright, and the front driver's side wheel. Looks good. Another spot here that's been touched up. Not well. So, interior is great. Didn't see any problems with it whatsoever. Top works well. Wheels are great. Front's really good. Other than the splitter, there's a couple spots on it. Then there's the white around the door on the driver's side here. And then the touch-up spots on the back. That back driver's side corner is the biggest problem, in my opinion. And then that other spot up here, which was here. So there's a couple spots on the outside that are less than perfect. Off into the grass here, so I'm trying not to, it's all wet. Don't have a whole lot of room, but interior's great. Exterior's got some up close problems. Probably some stuff that we could make better. We have a touch-up guy who does a lot better work than whoever did that stuff. I'm not saying we can make it brand new, but we can definitely talk about it. Yeah, it looks like there's a couple scratches here on this side skirt. Or whatever you would call that. I guess what you'd call it. And like I said, I was going to be done and saw something else. So there is stuff that I can miss, but I don't think I missed anything big. Anyway, I'm going to go get this uploaded. Appreciate it.